up? How you guys doing today, man? Hey, we got big plans for today, big plans for you in the long run. This is what we're doing. We got our Limitless Hoops book where you're supposed to be doing our daily challenges and going over our itinerary, whether you practice it beforehand or whether you just like look over it and know what we're doing for that upcoming practice, our upcoming workout, or upcoming open gym, or whatever. So you guys can be more on pace. So instead of me explaining things for 5 minutes, we actually do the things for 10 minutes. So you get twice as much stuff done during our workouts and during our practices and during our open gyms, so that you get twice as better, twice as fast. All right. So we already do a lot, but if you guys know what we're doing in advance, that's even better. All right. And if you guys are playing along with the game that this is, you should be doing work at home. So then you're gonna get even more better. And why are we doing this? We're doing this for scholarships. All right. We're doing it for scholarships. We're doing it so that you can make your high school varsity team if you're at that level, or if you're already at that level, then you can get yourself a D1 scholarship, or if you're already at that level, then you can get yourself into the pros. Okay, we're trying to up your level, whatever we can do, and I think that we can up your level. And from what I've seen, if you work for 4 years, we can up your level by 1. All right, so if you were a D3 player, we can make you a D2 player. For D1 player, we can make you an overseas pro. If you're an overseas pro, we can make you into an NBA pro. All right, in just 4 years. All right, I know that seems like a long time, but it's not. All right, and how we do this is not only do we work out and get you better, we also show you off, all right, to other coaches out there. So if you go to our website and you look at our website, we got a whole bunch of stuff, but on our elite team page, I have our travel schedule right here. All right, so the entire page is it, but here's where we're traveling to, and we travel to different parts of the country so that different types of coaches can see us, regardless of their budget. So if they're a D3 program, they don't have to travel far. But we also go to the big time tournaments in Las Vegas. There's one in Oregon, up like in Chicago. We go to places like that. In Florida, there's one in Texas. All right, and we travel around to play the best teams in the entire country. Here's our entire schedule. We also do local tournaments to prepare for these tournaments as well. It shows you some fun stuff that we do on these trips. The trips are more fun than anything on earth. So we do that stuff. But beyond that, we send this page to coaches, and we're looking for 12 players. 12 players like Connor and Finley. 12 players, 1 per grade. All right. If we don't have 1 per grade, then I guess we can add an extra 1 per grade as well. But we want players like this so we can show them off. So if you happen to be Finley Chastain, you have your own page, finleychastain.com. Right there. It tells a little bit about you. You can contact her right here. You can see her highlights. You can see her games. If you click on it, it's many games of hers. I'll make Connors like that once we start playing games and getting them on footage. On film as well. And how we send this stuff is I actually pay for all the coaches' emails. All right, and this is the past list. I haven't paid for the one for this year, but you get every single coach's email in the entire country, and there's 9,000 coaches. If you count the head coach, the assistant coach, the third coach, fourth coach, and fifth coach from many teams, and there's every single coach, whether they be JUCO coaches, D3, D2, D1, whatever, NAI coaches, and it all spreads them out right here. And this is a document where you can see that it's separated by the coach's first and last name, school name, city, state, all that stuff. And I actually use all this stuff in the email that I send so that it looks like it's directed directly to them. And when you do this, I'm using my philosophy where if you try to make one rock or one like pebble or something like that into a glass from far away, it's really hard to do. No matter how many times that you throw one pebble into a glass far away, it's hard to make it. You can keep shooting it, but it's going to be hard to make. But if you take that same glass, same distance, same size pebble, and you throw 10 of them at the same exact time, well, then you're going to make one easy. All right. So I just mass email everybody. And what happens, gosh dang, how long did it take to get to, I buy them. This one is just easy. I don't take the long route, but sending them is kind of tough because you want to send them all in one bulk sum, and then I answer all the emails because someone's gonna like you. It's just how it is. And what a lot of programs do is they pretend like this is the hardest part. They pretend like, oh yeah, we got to get your name in front of people, so they take off a whole bunch of days of working out, and they don't work out, and they just travel all year long. You don't get better; they just show you off, which I mean, I guess is a plan. I get as much showing off as they do in just this one email, and then we also get to get better during that time. All right, so that's my plan. It always works. I mean, we've got them dudes into college who had no business playing. Like they barely made their high school team, and we got them onto a college team. So that's what we do, and this is how we do it. And work harder, not smarter, work smarter, not harder, sort of thing, I guess. But we work smarter in this regard, in terms of contacting teams, while we work harder on the court, on the actual court. All right. Next thing is up is Kyrie Irving. All right, is he going to retire? Is he going to retire or just get vaccinated? Turns out neither. I thought he was going to retire. I was like, dude, I think he's done. And he even said he was done. But then he came on IG Live and was like, nah, I ain't done yet, but I'm not going to get this. And Karl Anthony Towns called him out. He's like, yo, you can have a personal choice, but stop with the random excuses. Just take it. But I think he's a very educated guy, Irving, and he doesn't want to look like he's dumb. He doesn't believe in the vaccine. But you know what I say is, I don't know. No, I just know Irving is smart. That's all I know. I know he doesn't believe in the vaccine, at least from what he says. Although he's changed that stance a few times. But what I do know is that he has millions of dollars, less money now, but still, and he has the time since he's not practicing. Why doesn't he pay a professor to come teach him? Why? And what you could say, like what a lot of my conservative friends say, they say that school, like college, is just indoctrination. That they're lying. That they're all just lying to you. Okay, sure, okay, but you can ask questions. Ask questions until you understand it. Like if they walk you through it step by step, how long could this possibly take to explain the entire thing? And I mean, I don't know exactly how vaccines work and everything like that, but I'm also not just denying them. But so maybe I am worse than he is. At least he's questioning it. So I mean, it seems like an awfully strong stance for something that the majority of people say is pretty darn good. And there was one guy, I guess, from Atlanta that everyone keeps pointing to that's saying, "Oh, the vaccine screwed him up," and now he probably can't ever play again. You know what? I wouldn't say that that's a lie. You're putting something into your body. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, anything's possible. Like diarrhea, we used to die for that. Back in the day. 1 in 3 people who got diarrhea would die back in the 1920s. To say that diarrhea couldn't kill you today, yeah, that's probably true, but it's not definitely true. All right. So I mean, just different things in different ways. So if he doesn't want to take that chance, he doesn't have to. But understand that the other chance, there is a chance, there's a higher chance that he could be hurting somebody by not getting vaccinated. Both are equally true, and one is probably way more true. So that's what I think about that. But I'm glad he's not going to retire because he's a great, great, great player. So yeah, that's all that I got to say about that one. But some people are saying he's like Muhammad Ali. And I thought that was kind of funny because Muhammad Ali stood for a whole bunch of social justice things, and he gave up his belt for to not go to Vietnam, to the Vietnam War, because he was a conscientious objector, and they basically banned him from all this stuff, and he couldn't fight again inside the country for a while. He had to go to Africa and stuff like that to fight, and everyone's calling him Ali, and not everyone, but everyone else is making fun of him being called Ali because there's this commercial where Muhammad Ali is literally promoting vaccinations. And he's like, you got to get your shots because it's the law. I think that's kind of stupid that it's the law because there's always been bad laws, but it's still very ironic and funny. The COVID vaccine doesn't even have active COVID in it. It does not. But it changes your RNA, and it's something that's different that hasn't really been done. So we kind of really don't know, but a lot of smart people are pretty sure. And I don't know. I asked for you guys' trust in basketball matters. So, because I studied basketball forever, right? These guys studied this forever, and it's a whole world of them saying it. 99% of the freaking scientists are saying it. I'll take my chances with that, as opposed to just believing in some random musician or something like that who says the opposite. So that's what I think. And yeah, he's probably not Muhammad Ali in this regard. But anyways, up next, story time. Russell Westbrook had never missed a game in his life and carried that distinction with him through his first years in the NBA. Then he injured his knee and had many complications because of it. Whereas many players never make a full recovery, Westbrook returned somehow with an increased vertical due to his work ethic. No luck required. Yeah, so I would actually bring that up a lot when in his first years. He hadn't missed a game. I don't know how many games he played, but he must have played a few. A few. He didn't. He hadn't missed a game through his like fourth year in the NBA. I believe that's it. Let me see. Westbrook stats per year. I have to get it right. Have to get it right. So Westbrook minutes, games played. No, I want to see it for the entire year, guys. Come on, basketballreference.com. All right, there we go. All right, there it goes. So yeah, for his first 3 years, he never missed a game. First 3 years in the league, but before that, he didn't miss a game his entire life. All right, and then I used to always be like, "Yo, this dude don't miss. This dude is tough," and he is very, very tough. And then he gets injured, and I was like, "Uh-oh, like what happens now?" And the craziest thing happened. This dude got injured with an injury that's supposed to last for 10 months. It's like an ACL injury, and he came back in like 3 months or like 2, and it was like, okay, that's dumb. You shouldn't do that. Like you're risking your whole like livelihood on this. But he came back stronger and like better, and he could jump higher, and he actually started to control himself because this dude would just hop in the air a lot like Blaze does, where it's like haphazardly just jump and then try to figure it out why you're in the air because you're athletic, and he came back better, and it was like the nuttiest thing ever. And then he played all the games that year, and then he played another full 82 games the following year. All right, I mean, like that's insane that he did that, and the reason that he did that, the way that he did it, was the same reason that Kobe Bryant came back, and like when he finally got injured at the end stage of his career, and it's because they worked just as hard for rehab as they did for their actual games. All right, and a lot of players cannot do that once they go through rehab. Like, I mean, anyone can play. I mean, like, not anyone, but like many people can work their hardest when they have a game that weekend, or they have a game that month, or whatever it may be, like maybe a possible championship. But when you won't play again for like 2 months or like a year, and you have to work hard every single day, and you're not going to receive it for that long, that's like the marshmallow effect. It's like, can you work hard for something that you won't see the benefits for like a while? Anyone can like work hard if you get the reward right away, all right? And that's what makes this special. Like the rehab workers are someone special, and like what you guys are doing, like even like Connor right there. The COVID vaccine doesn't even have. I said that. And what Connor's trying to do right now is to work for college, and he's 4 years away from it. I mean, luckily we have games in the meantime. That's why I said that you should probably play for your high school, because to have games right now means a lot. Because you're more apt to work right now. Just don't like really rest up for the game. All right, work really really hard right now, but keep in mind that you're really working towards something that's 4 years away. All right, Westbrook tore his meniscus. His meniscus. Thank you very very much. All right, my bad. Something in his knee. All right, but so, anyways, if you ever have to go through rehab, make sure that you put just as much effort into it. But if you're working for a long-term goal, make sure you put as much effort as you put into your short-term goals. That's the goal of that story right there. All right, my quote of the day is, mistakes are proof that you're trying. All right, mistakes are proof that you're trying. Now, that's what our whole program's about right there, in terms of our daily workouts, in terms of the games that we choose to play. I not only want you guys making mistakes. Okay, I'm sorry. Rewind. I'm not only okay with you guys making mistakes. I want you to make mistakes. But I not only want you to make mistakes, we need you to make mistakes. Now, I'm not saying to just, go out there and just mess up on purpose. I'm saying if you can do something at, 20 miles an hour, then go ahead and try to up it to 20 to 25 and push your limits and see how far that you can go, how fast that you can take it, how much you can push yourself, how many days that you can show up, and you go slightly beyond your comfort level at all times. And you keep upping it, keep upping it, keep upping it, because wherever you are right now probably isn't the place that you want to be in the end. However hard you're working right now isn't probably the pace that you want to work when you're in college or by your senior year or even like next year, right? So if you're comfortable and you're like, okay, doing, and everything's like right and everything feels good and your day's good and your week's good, yeah, you're not doing well because you're not making yourself better. All right. So when you start make mistakes, now it's like you're pushing yourself hard enough. Now that dribble drill, you just messed up a little bit, but then you're not going wild, but you're trying to make some mistakes. Maybe you're guarding someone like who's slightly better than you are, right? So you're making mistakes there. All right. So again, mistakes are proof that you're trying. Make sure that you play against the higher level person. Make sure that you push yourself at a higher, faster rate. All right. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. That is the quote of the day. Remember, so you don't have to do push-ups whenever we next have a practice. All right. Our elementary school stuff right here. We got, what is it for Friday? All right. Numbered scissors shots. Numbered scissor shots. Numbered scissor shots. All right. This is when we can do it up to like 5 people, all right, on the corner, wing, top, wing, and corner. Or you can just do it with like one person, however many people that you have. And basically, you want to go scissor dribbles over and over and over again. You can also do it with the person behind them that's going to take their spot once they go. But everyone's doing scissor dribbles. I put up either 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 like this. And I'll put it up like fast, like that, and I'll do like a random number. And this is from a drill that I used to do when we would like ball handle, and the coach would put up a number, and we had to say what number it was. This one, you're not only saying what number it is, you're not going to say it. You're going to shoot whenever it happens to be your number. So if you're 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, you're waiting for your number to go. So if you're 3, and I keep going like that, you're not shooting. You're just doing scissor dribbles. Then finally, when I go like that, and I put up 3, hopefully you saw it. Boom, you pull up and shoot quickly. As if like the defender put their hand down real quick, and then you go get your ball, get back in line, and start doing scissor dribbles again. Pick and roll slip. This is if they show too early. All right, so off the pick and roll, the defense may or may not show. He may show flat, he may show weak, he may show whatever, right? May show heavy, may double team you, whatever, right? Like they may force you against the screen. But on this one, is as if they show too early. If they show too early, that means that you're still far enough away from the person screening from you. He can just slip and go straight to the basket. And you want to dribble low, right below your strong side knee, and you're going like that so that you didn't know he was going to slip. You were thinking he might, but at any point in time, you're ready to make that slip pass. And it's not even thinking about it because it's just done. All right. If he happens to be open and you pass it from your pocket to his pocket, so you stay within your bodies, you don't want to make anything too wide or too like bouncy, too high, because then the defense can get to it. All right. And you want to lead them to the basket, and that's what we practice on. All right, during workouts, so that during games you can possibly make this pass. But I know even without defense, people cannot make this pass, so we need a lot of reps. So when we say pick and roll slip, and it's like your turn to do it, and you guys have seen this. This podcast right here, I hopped right to it so you can get a full straight 10 minutes of doing it, so you never have to practice it again, basically. But we will. Next one is 2-ball dribbles. All right, we do dribbles and tricks as hard as you can go. All right, this could go in many different ways. All right, but our basic 2-ball dribbling is our dribbling dojo, and you can look at that list online, and you can do a whole bunch of dribbling drills if you want to watch someone do it. Who do I have here doing this thing? 2-ball dribbling right here. Oh, these are main drills for 2-ball dribbling. Oh, I can't play that, so I'm going to get flagged. I'll play without music. All right, we go regular two balls. We go alternate two balls. All right, go in and out. We go machine. We go. Sorry, that's machine gun. But we go side to side. We go on the side. We go alternate side. We go figure eight, and then we can also go add some other stuff. I like under the chair dribbles, but they hurt my back. The dribbling drills always hurt my back. And then I got old, and then it hurt my back more. But I was like 20. But then I went overseas and I got better. And then I came back, and it never hurt my back again. And I can do dribbling drills, and I've done them. When the kids come in, they're like, my back hurts, my back hurts. It's actually like 5 minutes of dribbling. But then they keep rotating groups. And I've sat there and just done the one group as they rotate to my station. I've done it for 2 hours. And even though I'm older, my back hurts way more often than your back hurts. And I'm older and all this stuff. My back never hurts while I'm ball handling. And the difference is I have good posture. All right. So if your back hurts doing dribbling drills, make sure that you have good posture, and you don't have to worry about it. But it needs to be perpetual good posture. It's not just like good posture whenever I say, straighten your back, boy, like that. All right. So take care of yourself and make sure that you do the correct things, the correct way. All right. Real quick, commercial break. We'll come back with homework and trivia question. You know what? I'll ask that trivia question right now, then we will go to commercial break. Trivia question for today is, who was the all-time leading scorer in NCAA Division I men's college basketball history? Who was the all-time leading scorer in men's Division I basketball history? That is the question of the day. And then here's our commercial of the day. Good luck. We got a runaway champ, man, with freaking Connor showing up to all this stuff. Yo, keep coming. Somehow, some way, great job, Connor. I gotta hand it to you. In terms of those emails that I send out for people, imagine that. I mean, I gotta send it out for someone, right? I gotta get someone into college, and this is pretty much a foolproof way. You're earning my respect every single day. So great job with that, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Nice guess. He only played for 3 years. That's probably why he didn't lead it. And he was very, very dominant. Same with Shaq. He only scored 20 points a game, but he only played for 2 years. All right, so they probably would have needed to play for all 4 years. All right, it is Pete Maravich, Pistol Pete. All right, he averaged 40 points a game 1 year. It's crazy. All right. That dude was scoring his butt off. His team wasn't winning though. They weren't winning the championship or anything like that. So, I mean, that Kareem's teams were actually winning too. So, winning and scoring is two different things. But he was a great scorer. Pistol Pete Maravich. The thing says about him, in just 83 college games. That means he averaged about 20 college games a year. The LSU guard scored 3,667 points, over 400 more than the next closest player of all time list. He also owns the three of the highest single season averages in Division I history, averaging 43.8, 44.2, and 44.5 during the 1967 through 1969 season. Craziness. Good job, Pistol Pete. All right, coming back with our middle school stuff real quick. All right, you guys are doing hold your follow through or push-ups. It's a shooting drill in which you want to hold your follow through up high, all right, until the ball hits the rim or an air ball. All right, and you want to do that to extend your follow through past the apex of the shot, but we go way beyond it right here for this drill. And if you mess up, you got to do a push-up. If you don't do the push-up, then we sprint you. First person to sprint just sprints once. Second person sprints twice. Third, whatever. So you have to pay attention to your own body. 1 minute shots, 8 of 14 are run, diagonal pro hop, direct Euro step, pick and roll, drive to shot, and hurdle reverse layup. So we'll bring out the hurdles for this stuff. Averages 43. Yeah, man, that's a lot of freaking points. But he's an amazing player. Basically, basketball was that dude's life. Next one is overhead board passes, which is Connor's favorite one ever. drive left, right, pass high, low, which is one of my favorite ones ever. So it's how you ask for the ball, whether you ask for it high or ask for it low. As they drive, they want to react to how you ask for it. If you drive toward the middle, it's either a direct pass or a jump pass. If you drive toward the baseline, you ask for it here or you ask for it like that. And if you ask for it with the outside hand, they will take 2 steps, jump out of bounds, and make a pass. If they ask for it regularly, you just throw an outside hand pass to them. And you want to be able to react to the defense. That's why we're doing it. But plus, we also get up shots. All right. On-ball defense is how you play them. You want to slightly shade them, and then don't let them read your feet too much, and play with it a little bit, but also get in a hand. All right, you want to with your strong side hand, you want to just trace the ball so that they don't get easy passes. But with your weak side hand, you want to annoy them, and then you can switch that up as it comes. Stay an arm's length away, but also be able to put your hand in their face for a shot. So there's a perfect distance in there. All right. If you know he's gonna score, I would just make their other players score 2-pointers and not let him put 2 on him or something. He's also a very great passer too. So there is a strategy in that, and what they did with players like Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, they did just double team them. And I'm pretty sure people tried to double team this dude, and imagine if they didn't. He could have scored 60 points a game. All right, sometimes you just can't stop people because especially if they can pass, kind of like Luka Doncic, they can't stop him. If you double team him, he's going to get 20 assists. If you don't double team him, he'll get 40 points. You're gonna lose if that guy can do both. That's why I'm trying to stress to you and Blaze to become both. You can't just be a scorer. You got to be a passer. You can't just be a passer. You got to be a scorer. And ultimately, you want to be a playmaker so that you can drive in deep and then pass out far, and be able to just be unstoppable in that regard. So you want to be able to do all those things. You want to be able to drive, shoot, and create for others, and even post, right? Ball jump versus face cut. It's a drill that we do with the cone in the middle, or with cones on the elbows, basically on slightly wide elbows, but you're from the top. And offensively and defensively, we're trying to make the first pass and then cut in front of them for offense. And if you're on defense, you don't let them cut in front of you. And we got to take this seriously so that we do it for games as well. Whether we're on offense or defense, we do it very, very well. And we're playing a game during the actual practices or workouts, and we know that the fast cut is coming. During actual games, they don't know that we're going to sprint in front of their face. So they should probably just let us. During the actual games, they're not trying to sprint in front of their face, so they should never do that. So this drill only punctuates exactly what we're supposed to be doing on a small scale, but we do it in a big way. Then we have Kobe post move. That's turn and run halfway. Then we come back and jump stop for the spin, shake, and then go either way with it. We can do it to both sides, on both sides. So or both directions on both sides, and that's the Kobe post move. Then we have double bounce series. That's bounce between behind the back to spin, to hook shot, to pump fake, rip through, to pump fake, rip through, fake the shot, and then spin back out for a jump shot. All right. And then that's about it for that. All right. Let's see. What else do I have here? We have games this weekend. We have, again, talk to your parents about our winter camp. It's going to be the week right before Christmas, the Monday through Thursday, the week right before Christmas. If you have friends that want to join the program, it's $50 just for the whole time. That's a pretty cheap price. I choose that price because it's our freaking number, 50 All-Stars, baby, right on the wall right here. All right, 50 All-Stars right there. All right, so it's costs $50, but for members, it's free. All right, so sign up for that as fast as you can so we can know that we're doing it. I pay for the gym time. It's a lot of gym time money, but I think it's worth it just to make our program better. We used to only do summer camps, but now we do winter camps as well. Don't forget that the quote of the day is, mistakes are proof that you're trying. So make sure that if you're not making mistakes, you're not trying hard enough, okay? So go for it and go as hard as you possibly can. And when you make a mistake, I don't care. All right? Go on. Move on. That was our quote of the day, on Monday, right? Move on. You want to keep going. So do that so you can become a better player. And know that once you do, I will do the rest. Once you work hard, you keep showing up to these workouts, to the games, to the morning boot camps, and do all that stuff, I will do the rest. I will put you in front of the right people enough times, and all you got to do is do well once. In front of one of these big-time scouts, in front of one of these big-time teams, you do well one time. And if you're on their radar, You can get recruited because you got recruited. If like Boston College sees you play one time and they're kind of interested, but then they wind up giving up on you, all of a sudden a lower college will be like, wait, Boston College wants this kid? And it'll just be done. All right, so make sure you guys understand all that. So you guys keep working hard, and we will work together to get you to your goals. All right, that's my time. I will talk to y'all later. Cue my music, and I am out. All right, y'all. Peace.